Welcome in, everyone. If you're new here, my name is Jane, and I've decided to bring this message to you today. So I'm going to get right into it. I believe that this message is coming from Ra, the Law of One. Now, I was getting visions, and it's been happening for about a week now. I've been seeing a lot of orbs. So I've been seeing clear orbs, colored orbs, and gold ones. I also had a vision of an eagle. I saw a jellyfish. So that is about like faith and surrender, going with the flow. That's what a jellyfish does. So I think you could be resisting some kind of life's currents or something to that effect. I was getting the number 17, which is about success and fortune, and that everything is unfolding as planned. And and we're talking like it takes a lot of little steps and a lot of little actions to get you to a level where you're going to be able to manifest easy. So I think that's the path that you're on now. So number 47 was also a number, and that is all about like encouragement and to stay on your path and something about karmic balance. I don't know what karmic balance is. So we're going to dig in and find out. And I was getting the number 81 and 81 and 81 together. So that's like spiritual influences have a big impact on your life. So something negative, and it's really strong. Now, I believe that you're not going to be able to really rely on other people in this instance because, number 8 is all about the inner wisdom and the skills and your talents and your self-sufficiency. Then number 1 is about, new beginnings. So when you have those two together, it's like the need to release um, any past issues so you can concentrate on the present and the future. Now, and you already have the tools that you need to achieve your desired outcome. We all do. So it's just that there's more things that you need to decipher before you can get to that final destination, I heard. So um 8181 has many meanings too. It has a lot to do with the wisdom, but it also has a lot to do with like the twin flame. Now, I've been receiving these numbers in groups of 3. Like I would see like 81 and then 81 and then 81, you know what I mean? And like number 17, I was seeing all those numbers in um like one afternoon I would see like 3 17s, you know what I mean? And then maybe the next day in the morning I'd see 3 17s through the morning. So I kept the numbers kept coming to me, and this has been going on for about a week now. So the number 3 might be very significant for you. Also, when I was pulling down the decks and doing just some shuffling, and like I was just splitting the decks a little bit, trying to feel the energy more. And I was getting number 18 and number 25. Now, with that, I'm just going to move on to the meat of the reading. So this is a mudra deck, a hand mudra deck. Now, Spirit, when they want me to bring out this deck, they give me a hand mudra. So I've noticed that the past few days I've just been holding my hands like this. So I'm not really sure what that's about. But for this reading, I believe they had me I was holding my hands. I could see a vision with my hands being like this. So I'm not really sure if that has anything to do with this reading, or that's them just telling me they want me to bring up this deck. All right, Spirit. So what is it, Spirit, that you want us to know here? Let's get this going. Okay, they're going to have me cut the deck. Seems mixed enough to me. Okay. I'm not even going to try to say that word. That's the mudra card. Oh my goodness, look, and right behind it, just like they had me show that you want that, spirit. Good grief. Look at that. That one is more a little braver to say this one, but this is Samputa Mudra. Spirit. I'm gonna butcher this word here. I don't even know how to begin this. Barapradama? I don't even know. Anyway, I'm not gonna butcher that. All right, let's just get this out of the way here. Okay. They want me to read that at some point in the reading here. Now, they want me to pull out a card here to read at the end. This is Dimensions of Light. Spirit. Which card? Right one. Number 30. Number's this? 12. Okay, number 30. I don't know what these cards mean. They, it's kind of fun too that I don't know, because I get just as surprised, like I'm just doing this just as like, you're seeing it just as I'm seeing it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, spirit. I don't know if you can see that card or not. All right. Now, this is Book of the Dead deck here. Spirit. Look, I just put the deck on raw. Maya. Bottom 47 path. 47. Yeah, that's about your karmic. Oh, I think I was supposed to take that card, Spirit. Sorry. Let's split here. No, let's split it. Oh, I should have taken that card. Okay, let's see here. Okay, Spirit. What card do you want to come out with raw here? Nine Hathor. Yeah, these ancient beings are shoot, I wish I didn't put that number 47 back. Oh, look, I just split it. Look. Path. All right. This is a lot of ancient energy that is you've leveled up to. Let me see here. You know, the Ankh is very significant here. I noticed that when, oh yeah, I noticed that both of them are holding the Ankh. When I was shuffling too, the Ankh card kept popping out. Okay. Okay, sorry about the interruption. I had to step away and clear my space because I was getting a lot of interference here. And that's the other thing that I wanted to talk about that I got in my pre-download about the spiritual influences. Now, they have a huge impact on your life, and sometimes these negative energies are very strong, and that's why you will not be able to rely on other people. You need to use your, that's where the number 8 comes from. You need to use your inner wisdom, your skills, and your talents, and your self sufficiency to deal with these influences. Now, these influences, they've been really ramping it up lately because they don't want um, to lose their standing, I guess. We'll just say that. Okay, so these influences will show up in your life in the form of dote. And that's what was happening with me. Like, even though I had my space cleansed and I've done all the things for protection, the negative energies still, they find their way in, and they're having me dote myself. And um, it was creating an interference, let's say. So once I started realizing what was going on, and I found that my um, I wasn't able to stay focused, and that's another thing that they do. So they can send dote, which is like a form of fear, I guess, because when you start doting yourself, then you're not like sure. And then when you're not sure, like more negative things come in and feed off of that. So uh, the other thing too is you'll have like negative thoughts, or there'll be a lot of distractions going on that's distracting you from like listening to this reading or being able to concentrate on what you're trying to accomplish. Now, they want me to go back to your talents, and because um, path here number 27, and they brought up earlier, with the number uh, 47 is encouragement to stay on your path. And you notice that his name, I don't know how to say that, but it's all the same letter. So, I mean, instead of PATH path, you have PTAH, which I thought is kind of funny that Spirit brought that out. The other thing too is Raw here. He is he's like encouraging you to step into your power and to use your talents. And Raw is actually shining light on you. So you could become suddenly the center of attention, and like all eyes are on you. So I think that might be like some kind of manifestation that you've been working on. Now, a path here is a god of craftsmen, so highly skilled, creativity, and visionary. So he's like the god of anything beautiful, basically. So he's from like working with your hands. So, like, from building a home to masonry to pottery, you know what I mean? So, again, that is trying to emphasize like your talents and your skills. So there's something that you have that you need to share with the world, that they would like you to share with the world. And then you have like Hathor. Well, she's like all charm and beauty and feminine power. She's the goddess of like fun, dance, song, and to do what makes you feel good. That's what Hathor is. Oh, look at that. And it's funny too, because I have this I don't know if you can see that. It's just this little box, and it says do more of what makes you happy. And Hathor is all about do what makes you feel good. That's funny, Spirit. Okay, so let's move on here. So you could be working with the, you could really resonate with the Egyptian hieroglyphs, or their temples, their gods and goddesses. You could be reading about them, studying them. You really resonate with them. You might really be drawn to pyramids. It's funny, they had me even put my pyramid. I don't know if you can see that. They had me put my pyramid out here, which I don't normally have there, but um yeah. Okay, Spirit, what else do you want here? Okay, so they want to just bring up briefly about these negative energies, and how it's important to keep rebuking anything, and just to pay attention to when you're starting to feel, because they're trying to upset your karmic balance, is what they're trying to do. They're trying to prevent you from tapping in. They don't want you to have your manifestation come true, and they're trying to block it. And we're going to try to counteract that. So we're going to bring out, ooh, okay, I'm just going to shuffle this a little bit more here. These cards are super sticky today. Just the card. Emergence, number 25. Look, and I was talking about number 25. And I kept getting the word riches. It kept saying, yeah, it keeps saying riches, seeing riches, riches. Number 25. Okay. The frequency of emergence invites you to approach our reality with a childlike attitude of innocence and wonderment, and to watch and celebrate the beauty that unfolds from that place. Okay, yeah, because that's funny that they brought that up, because you know, when I was first bringing these out, and I was saying how, like, I don't know what these cards mean, and I don't know what these cards mean, and I never know. I don't study them, and the reason why I don't is so that when the cards unfold and they come out, like when I had this, to do this hand thing, like that is like a sense of wonderment and surprise for me, and it makes it magical. Okay, so what else do you want here? Okay. Oh my goodness, look, there's an eagle in this card. 6, boundaries. No is yes to self-love. With that eagle, though, I had a vision of an eagle. Yes, color spectrums, self-expression, movement, letting out emotions. Yeah, that's, and that 21 also, or the number 3. The number 3 has been really significant in the past few readings here. Let's see the message they want you to know here. Okay, they're popping the cards out today. Oh my gosh, look at that. Isn't that funny? See how they do that? Hilarious, Spirit. No is just self-love. Look at, you got these pyramids here too. See them here. And there's the 3 again. Wow. Look at this. Number 29. Wow, that's impressive. Look at that card. It's amazing. Middle Earth dragons. Mind opening, grounding, shamanic rituals. Yeah, because of the cleansing. Yeah, they want you to do some kind of ritual to okay, they're gonna, I think they're gonna have me read this card here for this ritual here. All right. Okay. I'm gonna bring out a couple of these here. Bringing out 29, which is, or could be number 11. So you could be seeing, all these numbers, and then I was getting, how I was telling you, I was seeing number 81, and then I was getting the number 18. So that's like that mirroring. So that tells me that that has a lot to do with the manifesting, and that manifesting is coming soon. And that's why all this interference is going on, because I was even getting interference like before I started this reading. And then plus, like, spirit usually, like, when they want me to do a reading, I just notice like all these orbs that they're showing me here. When they had me start this, when they showed me the orbs, I was in the middle of having a conversation with somebody, and then I just kind of blinked, and everywhere I looked, I was seeing all these colored orbs. And of course, I don't say anything when it's happening because, people just think I'm strange enough as it is. So I try not to draw attention to it when it's happening. I just go, I wait till the conversation's over, I walk away, and I just go write it down, right? But what's been happening is, because I didn't want to sit down and do a reading, they just kept bringing it back and back and back. Look, the rainbow. And weren't they pulled out a card here. It was about the spectrum of colors. I noticed they have all these like rainbowish colors in here too. Yeah. Okay. So the rainbow, sweet relief, new beginnings, a new way forward. And that's what I was talking about, like that number one, like when they were giving me the 81, and like that's what one means. It's all about the beginnings. I do have this card. Okay. Deck all mixed up. I don't know how that happened. Okay, Spirit. Okay, so what do you want here? Is there something you want them to know or resonate with? I think they're trying to do some kind of activation of some sort. There's a lot of similar colors going on in all the cards that I've been pulling out. All right, this one. Grief. Look at that. Wow. King Tide. Plenty, prosperity, receiving the fullness of life. I'm telling you, you have something. The word riches just keeps coming up. And then the waterfall on the bottom is inner power, unbridled confidence, claiming your place. That's you stepping into your god or your goddess, and all your skills, whatever those are for you, because we're all different, right? And that's the case for, like, depending on how strong of a being that you've like stepped into your own power. So um God, they may split it. It's on rainbow again. Sweet relief, new beginnings. This card also here is about the sacred well, and this is about replenishment, self-care. Now, they're talking about the self-love and the self-care. So this is like, you really need to pay attention to your environment, to your emotions. Yeah, you have to pick up on all the, because they did say that you have all the tools you need to get your desired outcome. So you have the power, you have it all within your DNA. But there's more things for you to decipher. I don't know what those things are, Spirit. What are those things for them to decipher? Okay, I'm gonna ask them to bring out one of these cards here. Okay, so on the bottom is solar portal, number 36, balance, instincts, control. Yeah, because you have to, just like I was saying, you have to be aware of your environment. You have to be always in control of your emotions. You have to be in control of the subtle energies and realize that these things that are being distracting or things that are causing you to self-doubt. And underneath that's number 15, lifetimes, past lives, nostalgia, and triggers. Yeah, spirit, because that's one of the main things that they do. Like they'll like try to put something in your vision, or, you could just be like flipping through something and suddenly an old photo will come up on your phone of like, oh, remember when or whatever from Facebook. And and then it'll trigger these like, oh, I remember that, and like I miss them, and oh, yada yada. And it's to that is to bring you into a lower vibration of sadness or fear, or maybe self-doubt, like, blame. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, I should have done things different, or maybe I could have, wish I this or wish I that. You know what I mean? So that's what they're saying here. You have to watch out for these triggers and stay in your inspirational creation, alchemy, magic, and innovation. That's the energy that you need to stay in at this time to get past these type energies that are trying to manipulate you. So, try to keep that balance in your solar plexus. Yeah, yeah. And these lifetime things that, these energies are just all about messing. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're always about trying to bring strife or confusion, or I mean, you look at this card and I mean there's so much going on, right? It's like, look at this, oh look at that, oh look, you got a flying balloon ship, and an hourglass, and you get like all these people, and it's just it's a lot. Okay, so we're going to read this like this then. So the solar plexus, I don't know if you can see that card or not. Okay, so those past wounds, boy, they just can kick your butt. Okay, which one do you want me to read here? I have to feel the energy to see which one they want, because both of them seem significant to me. This one, I'm starting to wonder if that one was even supposed to come out. These in alphabetical order, I think. Yep, there we go. This is this precious moment, bud of potential, equanimity, alleviates emotional and mental suffering. Yeah, because they're trying to mess with you. So when you're being messed with, you can use this mudra. Okay. Okay, and you notice how like they're leaving a little bit of room in between the hands there? Okay, so that's what they're saying. So affirm is, I hold a bud of pure potential within this precious moment now. All right, so is there anything else you want me to read here? Yeah, here we go. So it says, infuse this precious moment with your whole being. Release the past and let go of the future. Being here right now is all that matters. Persistent and gentle efforts to come back to the present enable you to surrender to this moment with an inner smile and gratitude for all you have been given in this life. You may not have long ago lost someone dear to you. You may have not long ago yet lost someone dear to you. A shock is sometimes needed to awaken a renewed zest for life and a sense of purpose. This card asks you to remember someone who passed many years ago or just recently. Come in touch with your imprint of light in your heart. Let this remind you to live more fully in this precious moment. Treasure this person in your heart today. To experience the fullness of beauty of this life, water the inner garden of your soul with conscious breath. Slow down and open your being to now. The present moment is truly a gift. You know, and when I first started this reading in the very beginning in my download, I brought up about releasing the past so you can concentrate on the present and the future. Okay, so, and that's what these negative energies are doing. They're trying to bring up like these past, and the nostalgia, right? These triggers. So if you are getting these emotional feelings from somebody that you have lost, use this mudra and say the affirmation here is, I hold a bud of pure potential within this precious moment now. And that will help. It'll help keep you in the present. It'll help pull you back out. Yeah. Okay. And there's a little blurb here. Let's see. Okay. Oh my God. It's trust. Because they were saying how, like, when they were showing me the jellyfish, it's about faith, and that if they're showing me the jellyfish, that means that you're resisting the surrender, you're resisting going with the flow, and you're resisting the faith of why you're having all these emotional things come up. So trust, fortification, confidence, talisman, and inner strength. Yeah, you know what? See, that's the thing too, is you're clearly a very strong person if you're being, I mean, you have like all these ancient beings, like the Lyrians here. You have the dragons out here. You know, these are very highly spiritual energies. Okay, what is it that you want here? It helps you to release fears about the future, because this card talks about, like, don't think about the future, you know what I mean? Like, don't focus on the future, like, let it go. This card suggests that you're at a crossroads and asks you to look at what is holding you back. It's normal to experience doubt and insecurity in our lives. At other times, it is also not unusual to experience rock solid conviction, as though a light illuminates the path ahead and the future is crystal clear. See, Ra is shining that light on you. When you truly see your fear, you realize it's often not as big or as frightening as you originally pictured it. Trust in something outside of yourself. Connect to a higher intelligence and a bigger picture. This mudra gives you the grit to step towards a more authentic expression of who you are and who you can be and are meant to become. Allow this mudra to nourish and nurture your blossoming bud of potential. Look, and then the cards, self-love, come right out underneath it here. Wow, this is really amazing. So what is the Middle Earth? What is that one? I've never seen this card before. This is a Lyrian deck. Oh, there it is. Look at a box here. I don't know if they're even. Oh, I think these ones have like these huge meanings too. Look at that Middle Earth. Here we go. What do you want me? I just give me a second here because they just want me to pull out certain little sections. Okay, here we go. When the card of Middle Earth Dragon arrives, it's stating that your elemental family on Earth is seeking for you to connect with them. In addition to the dragons, be open to any ultra dimensional species contact. with examples not limited to gnomes, elves, pixies, fairies, Sasquatches, etc., that many ancient cultures have spoken on in earth honoring cultures. Let me read that again. That many ancient cultures have spoken on in earth honoring cultures. Okay. And I was saying about the ancients, right? You will find that the more you connect with various Middle Earth beings, the more you will understand the secrets of existence. Root to the Middle Earth and allow for these sacred transmissions to come through with deeper truths. Additional meanings here is mind opening, grounding, shamanic rituals, staying open, remembrance, outdoor time, fresh air, and ley line practices. So that's what's in that. This looks like ley lines on the earth here. That was that card I just read. This is amazing. Okay, so now this one here, and then I'm going to close the reading. This is number 30. Again, another 3. Like the 3s are just amazing here. 30. Okay. Number 30. Gathering of the light. And where Ra is here, he's going to shine all this light on you. They've been talking a lot about the light and the shining of the light. Okay, so spiritual light is gathering around you. No joke. Spirit. Well, attracted to the purity of your heart. To enhance this light, don't identify it or try to claim it as your own. Simply acknowledge it is a luminous presence flowing through a pure heart, touching the world. In the sanctity of this light, a pathway is cleared, strengthened, and protected. Magic wants to happen. Stay true to your path. Spirit. Oh my. You make me laugh. Don't become distracted. Oh my God. By what others are doing, or dilute your energy by attempting to pursue too much at once. Continue to commit and build whilst remaining conscientiously connected to the gathering light within. You are so close to succeeding. Stay focused. Oh my God. And I told you with when Ra come to deliver this message that he was going to be shining all this light on you. Oh my God, Spirit. And that suddenly you're going to become the center of attention and all eyes are going to be on you. Spirit. I don't know who you are, but oh my God, I would love to meet you. This is amazing. This is beautiful. I can't even get over this. Like, that's amazing. Because, like, we pulled these cards out, like, the very beginning, number 30. So we pulled these right out in the very beginning. Wow. That's amazing. Okay. Well, with that, I don't even know what else to say here. I'm completely just floored. Okay, Spirit. Yeah. Blow me away every time. So, if you've enjoyed the reading, hit the like button, the share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You can get more readings like this. And I believe that they're using some of these colors and patterns here to help anchor you and ground you, like, right into the Middle Earth here. And not only trying to ground you, but they're trying to warn you about these type of emotions, nostalgic type memories coming up. And with that, I'm going to bid you a good day and sending you all my love and light. And I guess that's it for today. So bye.